Hi. Gandhi once said something that was interesting. What Gandhi said. What did Gandhi say? Gandhi said, of course, he wasn't Christian, but Gandhi said, I like your Christ. He said, but I don't like your Christian. He said, because you're Christian, you're Christian, you're Christians, or you're Christian singular, your Christian is so unlike your Christ. So, if a Christian means following Christ, then what does it mean? What does hateful Christian mean? Okay? So, I suppose if you want to, we could say, well, people have trouble following Christ. But what I will say to, what I would say to you, what I will say to you, what I do say to you is that what they do is intentional. On YouTube or off YouTube, if you think that I know people on YouTube but don't know people off YouTube, I'm the opposite of a social butterfly. But you'd be in error. Yeah, I know people off of YouTube. And those that I know off YouTube, the ones that I know very well, I know them best because, I would say, and I will say, and I do say, I know my Christ. Okay? So, but Gandhi said, your Christians are so unlike your Christ. What is the point of following Christ, quote unquote, and calling yourself Christian, quote unquote, when you don't love one another? You said that's how the world will know that you are my disciples, in that you love one another. So, that's what I want to do, and that's the impression I want to leave. But more important than leaving this impression or that impression is to love people. I say I love you, it just sounds like I'm trying to do something, like I'm trying to get something. I have no PayPal account. I do not have much influence on very many people, really. Other than maybe YouTube. Maybe I have influence, I don't know. It's hard to tell. When you look at Sean's video, Sean Venefang X, and you look at Gear Up's video, Paul said, let's keep it, this is why I don't deal with atheists too much. That's why I don't deal with Christians too much generally. I don't deal with Christians that tout a label that they don't live. It seems like more important than loving someone in, I'd say, most Christians' lives is telling them they're wrong. In Venefang X or video, where he was criticizing Thunderfoot. See, the problem with Christians is you're just like them. Whoever they are, whoever you want to call them. And so, does Christ really change your life and make a difference in your life? And if not, what religion do you want to follow?